Okay, let's just get this over with. Oh, wait a minute. I'm still a bird. Hold on a second. 1 second. That's better. Okay. Hi, anybody who's watching. I really hope there's no one watching because this is debut 2.0 because I was a dum dum. So like quick tip for any newbie VTubers or streamers. Um, if you're new to Twitch, apparently Twitch doesn't save any past broadcasts, any streams automatically. You actually have to toggle that setting on, and I didn't find that out until after my almost 2 hour debut yesterday, and so this debut 2.0 is gonna be just as awkward or even more awkward than the debut last night. So yeah, uh, so let's see, where should I start? Where are my notes? Where are my notes? My notes, my notes. Okay, so I'm Noto. I'm a new VTuber, obviously. Um, and I actually became a VTuber on impulse, a very, very flimsy, impulsive whim, you know? Like, I didn't really think about it too much, and as an introvert, um, probably becoming a VTuber was not in my best interest. Um, I just I just saw all the really cute VTuber models and I was like, I just have to have one. And after spending a bit, here I am, a little bit regretting, a little bit nervous. It is fun. It's definitely fun. But honestly, I just hope being a VTuber helps me come out of my shell, you know, and like it helps me practice more. So, um, I haven't watched a lot of VTubers, but from a lot of the debuts that I watched, they had debut slides. So, without further ado, here are my slides. Um, it took me a long time to get the animation for the birds right, but they look super awkward and stuff. And yeah, yesterday I was lucky enough to get one follower. I'm not sure if it's a he or she is a bot, but I was really happy and like I'm kind of sad I didn't get to like clip my reaction because like I really wasn't expecting any follower, any viewer. I did promos, right? But I really kept it hush hush on the when I went live with the debut because I had friends who wanted to watch, and I knew their support was. I want their support, of course, right? I'm very grateful for their support, but you know, sometimes friends they overdo it sometimes, and I just can't speak in front of them when they're like that, you know. Anyways, moving on. So I apologize for all these social media links, just dumping them on you like that. But um, I had a very strategic reason for all this text, and as I said, I'm an introvert, so I foresaw that I would need a lot of time to really collect my thoughts and prepare myself more mentally for this debut. And since it's debut 2.0, like there's no more like mental preparation I can do. So, table of contents, right? This is just to give you an overview what I'm going to talk about. And really, I'm just talking, okay? I'm going to try to make the talking conversation a little bit fun, but please don't expect much. There's not going to be any original song, any singings like that. It's probably going to be the most boring stream you've ever watched, but I promise future content will get better, okay? I will work on it as I go, okay? Um, let's go. So, the most important thing I have to do is to give thanks to the parents, okay? So, this wouldn't, like, all of this wouldn't have happened without the the genius of my mama, Chu BB, because like I did not know like what kind of design I wanted. I just knew I liked her style. Her style was unique, and I basically just told her I wanted something cute and I wanted it to have an origami theme, and she came up with 4 different designs. And what you see before you here is one of those 4 designs. And the outfit is like we did like a paper doll kind of switch and swap of outfit like assets, and so worked out very well. I think I'm pretty cute. And rigging, the papa VC. Like, look at how nice this is. Like, it's pretty. Like, I didn't think it would. Like, I knew the rigging would. Like, I had faith in the rigger, of course, but like, I totally as a dum dum, destroyed all the setting, the defaulted settings, and so it took me a while to get it back like this with VC's advice and stuff, yeah. Anyways, next we go. The godparents, or the aunts and uncles, or maybe just the aunts in this case. The people who helped me create everything else, logos, overlays, backgrounds, etc., right? So logos and titles, the Twitter banner, and some other backgrounds, we have Audrey Art, and she deserves a round of applause because all her work was pro bono, because she's one of my sisters, and so besides getting extra love from me for all the work she did, she also got more experience with the art program she was using. I don't really recall which one, right? I didn't really pay attention to the program she was using. I was just giving her advice and stuff, Like, I promise I wasn't overbearing no matter what she said. So, and the overlays, the wonderful overs, like, look at these overlays, like the genius of Sugar Stream Fly. Like, the origami birds, originally they were Chu BB's design, right? And my sister Audrey Art, she made it her own style, and she added these like little strings to them so that they would be like little flyers, banners, streamers, right? There we go. That's the word, streamers. And Sugar Streamfly, she just animated everything. Like, look at how nice it is. Like, you have a moving bird here, you have a moving bird up here. It's just, they look so cute. And like the streamers, like, I had one friend, she was like, oh, they just look like cute little bugs, and like, they're kind of like cute little bugs, but much cuter than bugs, of course. Okay, and now we get through the personal information. So during debut 1.0, right? I took forever just talking about the personal stuff. Just I go on a tangent, and lots of stuttering, and it's just super awkward right now. Like, I'm trying to be like, I'm trying to follow what I said yesterday, right? But it's so hard to like keep it authentic without like making it like seem like a skit, or like seem like I'm reading off of something. Like, I have notes in front of me, sure, but like I've been winging it, like I should probably look at the notes or something. Anyways, So, personal trivia, birthday April 24th. I'm a Taurus baby. Yeah, I'm not lazy, just I like to relax a lot, enjoy the finer things in life. Of course, I didn't give you the year just because I don't want any of you to know my age, of course. Like, age, that's a secret, Himizuyo. Um, and then my height, I'm 5 feet. Well, 5 feet and a half inch, but that half inch it's like a mouthful more, so I never ever tell anyone I'm 5 feet and a half inch. It sounds a little pretentious, like who wants to hear all that information? And like 5 feet just sounds, it's so much easier to remember, and like inside joke and stuff. If I say I'm 5 feet, my friends just say I'm just 5 years old, so we'll just say no, I can't say I'm 5 years old, or this model will be weird. Yeah, things will be weird if I ever get like not safe for work fan art, I doubt it, but just protecting myself, protecting my friends, fans, friends and fans, gotta protect them. Okay, let's see. There's more trivia about myself. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm a species. I am an origami bird, specifically the spirit of the 1000th origami bird that people fold for a wish. Okay, so like think of it as like a genie, right? You rub the lamp and you get wishes. Instead, it takes a lot more time and effort to get to me, and I only grant you one wish, and like I probably wouldn't be able to grant it if it's like something super hard. So don't ask me for anything unless you're like 1 billion% like certain you want it from me. Okay, okay. What was I gonna say? Oh, so let's go to languages. Of course, English, obviously, because I'm speaking it to you, no matter how bad it sounds, how much stuttering I've done. Like, it's my native tongue, of course, but it's not the first language I learned, and so I think that therein lies the problem. Of course, it could just be that I don't talk much to other people, and so that's why it sounds terrible. I'm not witty and not a quick thinker or anything like that. So yeah, I hope being a VTuber definitely will help me like practice being a better speaker per se. Mandarin. I was tempted to just put Chinese because I know a few dialects, but I can listen and understand a few dialects when they're not spoken to me. Okay, if you speak to me in Cantonese or Hakka directly to me, I will give you a blank stare just because my processing speed when someone talks to me directly, I become like one of those dial-up computers, take forever to actually get to stuff, don't expect me to speak Mandarin either, because if I speak it online, I'm pretty sure I will be attacked for bad grammar and the pronunciations and tone. I can never get tone correct, so just don't ask, And Japanese, important. Okay. Sukoshi Nihongo desu. Um, just like my Mandarin, I can listen and read and write it better than I can speak it. But listening, please don't directly talk at me in Japanese. I will take forever to try to understand you, and you will have to repeat yourself a lot slower than you initially spoke. It's my brain power is just not there. The processing speed of a what is it called, a potato. You know. Am I a Oshi mark? I don't expect it to see it anywhere. I just put it there because other VTubers put it on their debut slides, right? Imagine my surprise when emojis, right, made by Japanese people and originally, right? There's no origami emoji, so imagine my complete utter shock when I found that. It's just like I really expected there to be origami bird emoji, and so I'm now stuck with this Dove and Sparkle Sparkle. And basically, these two represent my transformation, the bird to girl transformation, right? Just without the girl emoji there. Yeah, let's see. Oh, yeah, there's more about me. And hashtags, obviously, notogemu, and that's basically because noto it means notebooks, right? And then gemu it means games. And originally my Instagram, right, that um I built for my VTuber. Initially, it was supposed to be a gaming setup Instagram where I also showed off my notebook collection. But then, I went down the gaming hole and like found VTubers, and I just had to become a VTuber. And again, like I said, I'm not expecting any fan art at all, but I did make a hashtag for any fan art I won't get. Noto R2 sounds terrible, even worse than Noto Gemu, but like it's cute. There's a cute vibe to it, I'm pretty sure. Like, yeah, no, and yeah. Mascots, my two adorable origami birds, if you haven't figured it out, because they're like everywhere in my overlay on my outfit everywhere. So the blue one's the girl. No, yeah, the blue one's the girl, the pink one's the boy. That's what they are. Yeah. Please don't get their pronouns mixed up. They get a little bit miffed. Um, so please, blue is girl, pink is boy. And speaking of pronouns, my pronouns are she, her. If you can't remember, you can just call me Noto. And I don't get miffed like my birdies. But if you call me a bird, I will get angry because I'm not a bird. I'm a human girl now, okay? Okay? And personal trivia, like when I made this slide, I was brain dead, so I couldn't come up with anything to talk about in terms of personal trivia. Okay, so I guess the most interesting thing about me is that I have a pet hedgehog. Her name is Timo, after that adorable Yordle we all love and hate, right? Um, so cute. Basically, the inside joke here is that in League, Timo, the Yordle, he drops shrooms everywhere, right? Explosion shrooms. And my Timo, as she walks, she poops. Yeah, she's potty trained, but little rodents, if they walk or run, they poop. They're just their digestive tract is just too small to like keep their pooping. Okay, next trivia. I have three younger sisters. This is important actually because me and my sisters, right, all four of us, we share an office space slash gaming space. So when I stream, I actually have to give them a good heads up so I can kick them out without inconvenience them, because this mic will pick up everything they say, even with noise suppression, And wow, I pronounced that correctly without stuttering. Okay. Like yesterday, it took me like 5 tries or something to get that word correct. Okay, so back to the three sisters thing. So with noise suppression, even with noise suppression, right? I have to let them know I'm streaming because our noise insulation in the house, right? It sucks. You will hear everything, and like luckily noise suppression is a thing, so you don't hear a lot right now, but future streams, I am worried about you guys hearing like really loud Chinese dramas or like loud K-pop in the background, and then I'll get banned because Twitch compliance rules and stuff. And for the third trivia, I couldn't think of a third thing to say about myself because again, brain dead at late at night. I should have been sleeping. But I had to put a third one, like a third little purple thing, just because if I only had two, right, it doesn't look so good. So this third one's blank. Let me think of something right now. What did I say yesterday? Um, oh, so yesterday, yeah, I mentioned my slightly damaged ear. There's a story behind that that I don't really want to go into, but any like I'm very bad at telling it or figuring out how loud I am or how quiet I am just because of that slightly damaged ear. So right now I actually have the mic looping back so that I can hear myself speak, you know, just not only just to hear how I sound, it's also to make sure that I'm speaking properly, my accent's correct because like how to explain, I learned a lot of different languages when I was younger, and I grew up with a lot of people with a lot of different accents. And when it's just because of that, I pick up the accents of people speaking around me. So if I go into a different accent, it's not because I'm trying to make fun of anyone. It's actually because I cannot control it because I imitate the people around me. Just a heads up, okay? Don't flame me for that. Okay, so next, there's more stuff about me. Okay, so hobbies, writing and reading. Okay, so I've never seen a person who only just likes writing or who only just likes reading without the other thing, right? It's always reading and writing together. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but like, I've never seen just one person who, yeah. Um, what can I say? What can I say? Should I talk more about this hobby? So yeah, let's talk more about this hobby, just to make it an hour long, I guess. So writing, I like to write a lot. Every time I get an idea, I just need to type it out, you know. I haven't really written any like full length novels just because I keep getting like inspired for something else. The longest I've written is like 60 pages in one story, so I'm trying to beat that record or at least go back to that 60-page story, you know? Um, right, reading. Okay, I just spoke about writing, but reading, right? I feel like in the past there was like it was so much easier to find new books to read and new books that I like to read. Now it's just so hard, and then sometimes the books recommended, especially on Book Talk, it's just so they're just kind of disappointing lately. They don't like live up to the hype or something. And then I also don't have time to get invested into a new fandom. So unpopular opinion maybe, but because of that, right? I just been what is it called? I'm staying in like fan fiction territory, you know, because like sometimes fan fiction, sometimes you can find real good gems and like they just end up being better sometimes than the original work. It's just, you know, it's just, yeah. Okay, next hobby, finding random things to spend money on. Like, it's so bad. It's a bad habit, not even a hobby. Okay, like I will say I'm trying to save money one day, and something pops up that I desperately need to buy. And this is why I have no moolah because look at this VTuber model where like this goes into that bad hobby habit, okay? Like this like 2BB was so nice and she like packaged a lot of stuff for me, but like still as a low grade salary earner, this was a bit of money, and hoping I have. I'm hoping this ends up going somewhere. I'm not hoping to be popular or anything, but I'm at least hoping I do become a better talker through this VTubing. Okay. Um, and finally, eating. Who doesn't love to eat? You know, the only thing I don't love about eating is the weight and calories I gain. Okay. Um, it's a funny story about eating. Apparently, my friends, family, coworkers, they all say when I eat, my eyes just light up like this, like they just light up like maybe not as anime like my VTuber, but yeah. uh, Every time I hear them say, "Oh, you're so cute when you eat," or like, "I'm so happy watching you eat because you just your happiness just it's contagious when you eat," right? Like every time I hear that, I'm just like, maybe I shouldn't have been a VTuber. Maybe I should just start a mukbang channel. Mukbang, something. My I can read Hangul, okay, but my Korean pronunciation is bad. It's terrible, and like the pronunciation's out the door. I am so sorry for all Korean speakers. I won't try to speak Korean too much because like it will be like a train wreck, a terrible train wreck. Oh my god, where is the next? Oh, okay, next. Finally, we get to likes and dislikes. It was very hard for me to decide what I would put on this list, right? I ended up deciding three, just so it wouldn't be like a crazy list of stuff, and I chose things that I could talk about and relate back to my VTuber, right? So cinnamon roll. So that is the white Sanrio dog with the cute fluffy ears and the cinnamon bun tail, right? Cinnamon roll. Cinnamon roll. I can't pronounce that correctly either. But he is my favorite, and you see the pigtails, ponytails, pigtails, I guess, on my VTuber. Um, Originally, right, my hair was gonna be white so that my hair would be cinnamon roll inspired, but Chu and I decided that the black hair, right, it was a better contrast to my outfit and the colors we chose, and the purple ombre, it just adds an extra like touch, an extra pop of color, and like just I really like I really like the pigtails. It's like watch them flow. My hair in real life it's not as long, and it did get to that point a long time ago, but I looked stupid with pigtails. So this these pigtails are my way of living vicariously. The second thing, chin chow. Okay. Um, I would have put up pictures of cinnamon roll and chincho. I'm sorry, chincho, not chinchow. I would have put up pictures of them if I wasn't worried about getting like copyrighted on Twitch. Um, so chincho. If you ever hear me say chinchow again, that's my inner child coming out when I didn't know how to pronounce Japanese correctly. So Chincho, that's a second gen Pokemon. I don't know if anyone knows what a Chincho is, but it's fairly not as popular as some other ones, right? But that's Chincho is the electric water circular blue blob with little light up antennas, right? And it just I don't want to say derpy because I've read that saying derpy is offensive to some people, but um I don't I can't come up with any other words right now to describe the eyes, the chincho eyes, and they're like the cutest thing. For chincho, that's like it just adds to the charm. And finally, we have being a brat. Hmm. 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 Why did I put that there? I don't remember. We're gonna just say that I was really tired when I wrote this list. So let's ignore that because I'm a good girl. Okay. So dislikes, bad writing. I could go on a rant, especially like bad writing, like lazy writing in terms of Game of Thrones. Like the ending. Oh my god. And also like the dialogue towards the end. Don't even get me started. Like I'm one of those people who can see Daenerys going insane as a valid plot, right? But the way they rushed it, the way they wrote it, it was not convincing, and I'm not going to talk about it anymore, or we'll be here for longer than an hour or two. The other type of bad writing, that would be like, what's it called, grammar errors, right? Like bad writing in terms of grammar errors, syntax errors, and run-on paragraphs. Like, again, I like to read a lot of fan fictions, and like there are a lot of good fan fictions, but if the grammar is completely off, if there's a lot of typos, if there's giant paragraphs, or like the author just doesn't know how to cut their paragraphs correctly, I get turned off real bad, and I just can't read the rest. Like, no matter how highly recommended it is or how good the plot is, even with regular books, right? Some books nowadays, they get published without being edited first, and uh, it's just it just turns me off, It doesn't seem as professional. I can understand with fan fiction, right? Because you're not gonna always have an editor, but if you're a published book, if it's a published book, and and it has bad grammar errors, syntax errors, run on whatever's, right? It's a turn off. Like, why are you even publishing that? Just get an editor. Next dislike, not getting a straight answer. It's just, if I ask like a simple question, right? And I just really want to know the answer. If you're not trying to teach me some kind of important lesson, then just give me a straight answer, because in the end, you're just gonna waste my time and your time if you just try to be indirect about anything. And it's just, especially if there's like feelings involved, right? You don't want to give an indirect answer. Just give me a straight answer so that you can like prevent me from getting hurt worse down the line. And I'm not directly like directing this at anyone. No. I'm not directing it at any one of my friends. That's why I don't want my friends to watch this. But anyways, last dislike, eating hot foods. This is important because I like to eat really spicy foods. I don't know if any of you like to eat really spicy foods, but if it's hot, spicy food, the spice level goes up real bad, and instead of just burning my stomach with the level of spicy, I'm also burning my tongue, and that's not what I want. I just want to have like a warm feeling in my stomach and a very nice, like, warm room temperature, like, food in my mouth. I don't like getting burned in my mouth anywhere. It just hurts for days. And then I don't like eating like stews or like noodles just fresh off the stove, unless it's like something like French fries, right? Where if it's cold, it becomes greasy. And also like hot milk. I'm sure this is a very popular opinion, but hot milk is a no. It's like a devil's milk or some shit. Yeah. I'm so sorry. Like, this is all so awkward, but hopefully, since we're getting to like preferred media and stuff, it'll get better. I hope it gets better. I wasn't nearly as awkward yesterday. I promise. It's like really bad today. I still did not fix the overlay covering the words, but it's okay. So we start with favorite music. So I guess you guys might be able to guess my age from like how like the peak popularity of some of these artists and groups. Like Ayumi Hamasaki, Name Amuro, even Boa, Koda Kumi, or Kumi Koda in English syntax, right? They were really big in early 2000s, 2010s, right? Now not so much, but with the rise of like Yo Asobi, what was that other one? Kira. It was something, but I can't remember the name. It was like a very cutesy name, but it was like a 3-word name. Yeah. I don't know, like, for a lot of my favorites media, like, I'm not too sure how popular they are in terms of everyone else, but I know what I like, so I'm gonna introduce what I like. So Ayumi Hamasaki, she was queen of J-pop for a while. I think she still is considered queen of J-pop. And if she ever retires and has like a retirement concert, I will be selling a leg and an arm just to go see her because like she got me through a lot of like hard years. I know like 90% of her songs. Um, I'm sure all of you have at least one singer group that's like that for you. And Nami Muro, she retired a couple years back. That was so sad. But at the time that she retired, she wasn't like a favorite of mine. She only became like close to my heart after her retirement. So imagine my regret not going to see her. Garnidelia, she's basically like counterpart to Yoasobi, I guess you could say, in that they're both a duo of a female and male. Female's the singer, the male mixes the music, and they did a lot of Vocaloid covers to get famous. I think at least in Garnadelia's case, I'm not too sure about Yaosobi. I think they did covers too, but I can't remember for the life of me right now. Um Mama Moo. I am a Moo Moo for life. Okay, like they are my favorite K-pop girl group, a K-pop group in general too. Like I love them. They're just like one of those K-pop groups where you have to love all the members. There's just no one bias. And like I was so heartbroken to hear two of the members go leaving for a different company. And like for a while I thought they were going to be disbanded and I was going to start crying because they were like the last group I liked that hadn't disbanded, right? Um, but they had a stage. They performed together just a few days ago, I think. So I am hopeful, very hopeful now that they're not disbanding. Milaya Kato. I'm pretty sure she's not too famous internationally. She's just like one of those only famous in Japan kind of artists. She's Japanese R&B and like she has pretty unique music in terms of my music style, I guess you could say. Out of the 3,300 songs I have on my iPod, whenever one of her songs pops up, it's like an automatic shift. It's just nice to listen. And then like some of the English in her songs kind of sound weird, right? But like she makes it work. She makes it work. Like Devil's Kiss, she goes hentai play, and like it's not a hentai song. I think she's talking about foreplay, right? But like it just hentai play is funny. Anyway, awkward. Anyway, childhood nostalgia. That's Disney music, okay? Disney music, theme songs to all children's shows that I watch, especially like for kids music, like the Four Kids company, the one that did the controversial English dubbing of a lot of shows, right? Like their English dubbing is still pretty controversial, but Four Kids music is still like fire. I like the old Yu-Gi-Oh theme song, Yu-Gi-Oh GX theme song, the old Four Kids Wings Club music, like they are fire. Um uh what are childhood nostalgia is there? I said childhood child shows, TV kids shows. There we go. That's the word. Kids shows, not childhood shows. Kids shows. So like um my favorite theme songs are still the one from Kolioko, the English, and I guess the original theme song is good too. But the English Kolioko theme and the witch theme, like WITCH witch, that show, those theme songs I still listen to them almost daily, right? It's like they're so good. Honorable mentions, Boa. I have to mention her because a lot of people don't realize she carried the K-pop industry for a long, long time. Like her back should be crooked from what all her contributions. Okay, like the newer generation just doesn't really appreciate her. Um, Gina. I will never forgive the K-pop industry for what they did to my girl Gina. If you know, you know. I might make a video about it in the future, but like, if you know, you know, right? After school, Sondambi, Nues, all par play these. Play this, play these, play this, whatever that company's called, whatever they're called. They're just, they did all their groups dirty, I'm pretty sure. It's just, after school could have been big. They could have been big. Like, promos were just so bad for them. Just like promos for my VTuber. Anyways, Jolin Sai and Jim, they're Chinese singers, Taiwanese in Jolin's case, Hong Kong for Jem's case, and I really like them. I don't like them as much as my top 6, right? But they're nice. And let's see who else is there. Who can I talk about? Who can I? You can't see the ones being covered by my chat overlay, but it's Hikaru Utada and Kumi Koda, right? They were also very big J-pop stars, early 2000, 2010s. I think Hikaru Utada, she still like draws in a really big crowd, even internationally. Nami Tamaki, she did a lot of like old anime songs like Gundam and stuff. So very big, very big. But I don't think like she switched companies and stuff, and like like she's not as popular anymore either. And I don't even think she does anime music that much anymore either. So sad. Favorite anime and manga. Like I think this is like one of the most important slides for you guys, right? Because like the VTuber community, at least the fans, they mostly are anime fans too, right? Again, just like my music taste, my anime manga taste, it's like everywhere. If I like a show, I like it, you know, it doesn't have to be one certain genre for me to like it. I guess also like plot is important, okay? But for me, there has to be a ship that I can ship. For people who don't know what a ship is, that's like a couple to root for. It doesn't matter if they're endgame couple or not. As long as I feel like they have chemistry and I like them, I will ship for that couple. I will ship for them like until I die. Like, you know, like with Naruto example. Naruto, I followed for a very long time, for years, right? The plot in the beginning was good. I really liked the plot in the beginning. That's what got me into it. But what kept me into Naruto was the ships. And I don't want to mention which ships I shipped, but they did become an endgame, right? But like, I don't want to mention what ships I shipped just because the shipping war was nasty in Naruto. It was terrible. I still have PTSD sometimes thinking about it. And like, even now, there's like some die-hard fans that refuse to accept the endgame ships. But when my ships became endgame, you can bet your ass I gloated for weeks. It was just like back then, you know. I feel like shipping wars aren't as big anymore, maybe. I guess the closest thing to Naruto would be like the Boku no Hero, but it's not as big as Naruto was, and the shipping war isn't as nasty as the Naruto shipping wars, but I guess you could use that as a comparison. So let's just quickly go through this list so that you guys can leave my stream if there's anyone watching. So, case study of Vanitas. That's the vampire story set in France. The vampire story where vampires become cursed into becoming super more bloodthirsty. And there's this one human trying to cure vampires. Vanitas is a very, very good anime in my opinion. I think it was very popular when it came out, right? I'm not too sure. Like as I said, I'm not a good judge of how popular something is. I just like what I like. And I honestly suggest you guys give it a go because like the relationships in this anime, it's like very fluid. Like it could be Yuri, it could be Yaoi, I think. Yoi, BL. Let's just say BL because I can't pronounce that for my life. Yuri, BL, straight, like whatever you want it because it hasn't ended yet. Like the manga just got off a hiatus for like a year-long hiatus, right? Okay, so second one, right? It looks like it should be pronounced XXX holik, but really in English it's holik, and in Japanese horiku. Um, I'm not sure exactly how. I gotta stop saying that, but I'm I'm um Horiku, I'm pretty sure is very popular in Japan because it's gotten like a musical, it's gotten a live drama series, I think it's gotten two live drama series. I can't remember off the top of my head which one it got two of, but it just recently got a live action movie, and like the movie was pretty good in terms of like live anime adaptations, but too bad it was a movie, like it was just like standalone movie, so they had to condense the timeline, and because they condensed the timeline, the impact of some of the events were not as impactful as the anime manga. I can't English today. I can't English at all yesterday and today. um Puella Magi Madoka Magica. That is the magical girl anime that subverted the magical girl trope. The start of the subversion, you know? It was good. It's good. Like, for the longest of time, I did not want to watch it. But I gave in. I watched it. I love it now. And next month, we're supposed to get info about the new movie that we've been waiting, like, I guess, what, more than 10 years for? The movie sequel or something. Like, I feel like there's a lot of anime movies lately that have been coming out like 10 years after the original anime has ended or something. It's just wow. Okay, the second column, Inuyasha. That's a classic, right? Everyone likes this one, right? No, not everyone, but like people who like it love it, right? It was very popular in Japan, and I think it's very popular among like international anime fans. Like if if it's not one of the newer animes, right, then it was Inuyasha that would have gotten you into anime, especially if you watched it like on Adult Swim or something. Like you just happened to flip up the TV and one night and there it was, Adult Swimming. Um, on Adult Swim, sorry. Uh, it just recently got the sequel, you know, Yasahime, the worst sequel it's ever gotten. Terrible. The manga for Yashahime is 100% better. It followed the spirit of the original story better. Yashahime is one of those animes that really embody the manga should have came first. The manga should have came first. If that had been the case, the anime would have been like 100% better instead of being like a Dragon Ball Z showdown, the first finale, and then some random like weird giant moth thing going around, and like I just don't know what happened in Yashahime. Like I heard rumors that there were disagreements with how the plot should have gone, and I guess it makes sense because that plot was all over the place. An origami, it was popular when it came out, right? But it like died off. That's why it didn't get a third season or any like a lot of merc, right? Especially because the manga itself kept going on hiatus, even worse than the case study of Vanitas. The Noragami, I really think is unique in the sense that I've never seen an anime delve that much into Japanese mythology. And I like Japanese mythology a lot. I am a East Asian study major, specifically with a Japanese concentration, specifically with Japanese poetry. And if you know anything about Japanese poetry, the earliest Japanese poetry is closely related to Japanese mythology. So I am very, very much a Japanese mythology nerd. Yeah. The very last one on the top six, Choyaku Hakunin Ishu, or Utakoi for short. Going back to Japanese poetry, like if you like Japanese poetry, this is the anime for you. Set in the Heian period, like it's very rare to have an anime set in the Heian period. This follows like each episode or each half an episode follows a different love story. Spoiler, spoiler, they're all sad love stories usually. I think only one is a happy ending, but it is a good anime if you like enjoy like romantic drama, those melodramas, especially if you like early 2000 K dramas. This anime is for you. It really tugs on your heart, like heartstrings, you know. And it's also unique because there's, again, like I said, not a lot of anime is set in the Heian period, right? Um, just like if it's an anime set in the Heian period, usually it's about the tale of Genji, and Utakoi does have an episode about like revolving around the tale of Genji, specifically its author, Murasaki. But again, a lot of stuff doesn't a lot of anime tend not to center around the Heian period just because the most interesting things that happened in the Heian period dealt with the Japanese imperial court, and um I guess media wise, anything about the imperial family, imperial court, it's still heavily, not heavily regulated, but it's regulated more so than like say the British royal family, you know. Anyway, I digress a lot. I'm really sorry. Like, it's better than yesterday, right? Yesterday I digressed so much. I ranted so much. I went off topic so much yesterday. It probably made stream better yesterday, right? Because the stream today, debut 2.0, it's very boring in comparison to yesterday. I think like listening to myself talk right now, it's very boring. Like, I think right now I'm just like YOLOing it because it's like 2.0, you know? Sailor Moon, honorable mention. I did watch all of the original anime when I was younger, but PGSM, that abbreviation for all any new Sailor Moon fans or fans just joining the Sailor Moon fandom, PGSM, that's the abbreviation that Sailor Moon fans use for the live action. Okay, um, PGSM, Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon. That's the title for Sailor Moon manga anime, you know. But PGSM is specifically for the live action, and I really like the live action more. Not only because it's more condensed, I guess, um, but there is more like drama, like not related to romance in the live action. So there's like more um, interactions between each of the Sailor Senshin, right? And I really liked how they portrayed Sailor Mars, Sailor Venus, especially the twist they gave on Sailor Venus's story. Okay, it's good, good. It was good shit. Shinsekai Yori. That's one of those animes that start out so slow. If you can get past the beginning half, the payoff is just worth it. I I don't recommend the manga unless you like hentai, because the manga for some reason is very hentai. The light novel is like not a lot of hentai, it has smut for sure, but the anime is tame in terms of hentai. There's no hentai in the anime, but it still gives you a mind fuck when things hit the ceiling. You know, it's good. Other ones on this list: Spy Family, Oshi no Ko, Boku no Hero, Yuri on Ice, Kaguya-sama. Those are popular ones, so I don't have to explain them, right? Ori Monogatari, that's a good summer romance. It's good to watch during the summer, okay? Nagi no Asukara, it's a good one to watch during the summer as well. The animation is just so pretty, and like I actually asked True BB to model my eyes after the eyes in Nagi no Asukara. You can't see the next anime underneath the overlay, but Little Witch Academia, like if you're a Harry Potter fan, you will like Little Witch Academia. It's like it's it's definitely a child show in my opinion, but it's a good anime. Like like it's simple, but it's good. I wished it got more seasons, you know. Psychopaths. Finally, there's a new Psychopaths movie that came out, right? I was about to go see it in theaters, but then before I bought the ticket, they canceled all the showings in my area, and I was so sad. I was so sad. Like now I have to wait until it's like on DVD or something. Studio Ghibli. That's everyone knows what those are, right? Like I don't have to explain it. And finally, Kanazuki no Miko. This is the OG Yuri anime of the early 2000s. OG and Yuri anime. Okay, it's so good. But if you haven't watched it, if you are more sensitive to certain stuff, certain plot lines, this is one of those animes that probably did not age well. Like the plot did not age well. So if you are more sensitive to those stuff, or if there is anything that triggers you, please read like read about the plot before you watch it. Um, if there it nothing in it bothers you, then I definitely recommend watching it. Like the anime style is a little like animation style is a little older, but it is still a very good anime. Like for its time, it was good. And like the ending was not the ending, but the ending pose of the main characters. Like that spawned a lot of fan art of a lot of, like for a lot of different fandoms. Like during that time, there was a lot of fan art with that pose, and everyone knew it was Kanazuki no Miko reference. You know, like is there anything like that nowadays? Almost none. I don't think so. No. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. But yeah. Okay, so this is the most important one for you guys, I guess, just because this is the gaming slide, the gaming slide. Okay, so I am sorry that League is the very first thing. It looks bad that League of Legends is the very first on my list, but I promise you, I am not like those other League of Legends players. Okay, I don't play ranked. I play for fun, and I grief my friends. I mean, I don't grief them on purpose. Okay, I play with my friends for fun, and they get tilted for one reason or another, not because of me. Okay, I promise, not because of me, and I accidentally grief them afterwards. That's just the cycle of things. Okay, I am not a good League player. I have my moments where I'm great, and I have my moments where I'm fucking terrible. Yeah, but I promise there is no purposeful griefing, intentional griefing, none of that. You know, because I love my friends all equally. TFT, like League itself does not tilt me unless like someone goes boo hoo at the end of a game, like. That was so tilting. But in general, League does not tilt me. But TFT, that is the most tilting. I just don't know how the game works sometimes. But yeah, if I what was I gonna say? TFT tilts me. That's all you have to know. Bang Dream Girls Band Party. Mobile game, rid of game, gotcha game. As I feel like it is my duty to put this disclaimer up. Gotcha games, if you're trying to save money, don't even try. Like for a while I did spend a bit on Ping Dream. I promise I don't do so anymore, but I had no moolah because of it. I still don't have moolah because low grade salary and stuff, but gotcha games are no good if you're trying to save money, okay? Let's go to Pokemon. Everyone loves Pokemon, right? Like who hates Pokemon? If they hate a Pokemon, there's something wrong with them, okay? Like you can dislike Pokemon, but you can't hate it. Okay, it's like it's universally loved. At least you have to love at least one of the Pokemon. There's so many, you can't just hate all of them. Pokemon. My first Pokemon game, Pokemon Crystal on the Game Boy Color. Oh my god, you can probably guess how old I am from that. But Pokemon Crystal on the Game Boy Color, that was the shit. Like people hate it. People hate it because it was the sequel to the Kanto game. Yeah, what was it called? Red, yellow. It was a sequel to something, right? And people hate it because like I guess it was just a sequel. People tend to hate sequels, but I love it, you know. And that's where I grew attached to Chinchou. You know, Chinchou, my baby. I played a lot of Pokemon games, right? On Nintendo 64, Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Snap. Oh, when the new Pokemon Snap came out, my sister just got me the Nintendo Switch because I wouldn't shut up about the new Pokemon Snap. Because in the old Pokemon Snap, I loved the game, right? But there was no Chinchou. And in the new one, there's a lot of Chinchous, so I had to play it. I just had to. I finished that in one day. My mom was screaming at me to do chores, but I persevered and I just finished the game in one day. Okay, bad model to follow, but I had fun. I had fun that day. Other Pokemon games. Let me see. I think it was Pokemon Black, right? And I play Pokemon Scarlet now. Of course, Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go. Oh my god. I'm so mad at Niantic. You know, I I played Pokemon Go since like the beginning when it first came out, right? But I didn't log in for like a few months, and apparently when I tried to recover my account, none of the info I gave was correct or some shit. And so now I have a new Pokemon Go account, and I'm like one of those people. I like to collect stuff, right? So since Pokemon, it's a collecting Pokemon game, right? Collect Pokemon, any kind of collecting game I love, and any progress I make, right? If I have to restart a collection progress, I I just lose all motivation. So Pokemon Go, I just haven't been able to get back into it. Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh my god, I'm so old. But Yu-Gi-Oh! OG Yu-Gi-Oh! I was one of those girls who really liked Mai, so of course I had a Harpy deck. Too bad it's stuck in Florida with my ex. I spent so much money on that too. But like, okay, mm, Yu-Gi-Oh! Harpy deck. I like the anime. Like I like the early animes. I didn't really watch the newer ones. But what was I gonna say? Oh, I did play the not. I did play Duel Links, right? But there's another one on stream. Is there another one on stream? I can't remember what it's called. Master Duels or something. Something with Duel or something with Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Um, I can't remember for the life of me, but I like the cuter, prettier cards, right? And I try not to build meta decks, okay? Just because like I like collecting cards and trying to build and make things work, right? Like a puzzle. The Millennium Puzzle. So in that game I made a Rika Aramage deck. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. My friends, they build decks, right? And the first time I versed each of them with the Aramage Rika deck, I beat them just because they didn't know the effects of those cards, because those cards are like not as popular and they're not meta, of course. And so I beat them. Of course, they learned, and I have yet to beat them again. Probably beat them again once or twice, but I have yet to beat them like in a row or some shit. Like it's like I see the fun in meta decks, I do, but it's just trying to make a new deck work. Just it's not as fun if people are just going to keep using meta decks and they're just doing everything they can to just win, you know, those die hard winners. Like And you're sore losers too. Okay, Minecraft. Most relaxing game in the world until it turns nighttime. So, yeah, Minecraft. Everyone knows what Minecraft is. I love Minecraft. I also played Terraria too. But Minecraft, I guess because I played Minecraft first, so I like Minecraft better. But I do play Terraria too sometimes. Other games I played, Naruto. Okay, Naruto on the GameCube, on the Wii, on the. Is there a Switch game? I can't remember. On the place. No, not the PlayStation. I'm sorry. But yeah, a lot of Naruto games. Oh, on the PS4 as well. My sister destroyed the PS4 though. Oh, speaking of PS4, DS, the DS. Yeah, I remember what the Pokemon Crystal was the sequel to Pokemon Souls. I mean, Pokemon Silver and Pokemon Gold. And I remember that because Soul Silver came out and I just had to play it. I totally forgot to mention it. When it came out, I just bought it because, like the Pokemon Crystal cartilages, they die after a while for some reason. Still have the cartilage, thinking I can save it somehow. But when Soul Silver came out, I just bought one. I just had to buy one just to relive my childhood, and because they had the new Pokemon inside, so I just had to get it. Okay, back to the other games. Kirby. Okay, Kirby games are cute. They're relaxing. They're cute. Um, but like I had to defeat all the bosses myself. My sisters weren't that good at defeating bosses. Um, like funny story about bosses because like my sisters, right, they got the PS4, not the PS5. The PS5 is the newest, right? So my sisters got the PS4 just for Kingdom Hearts, right? I didn't play the game at all. I just knew they liked it, but then one day they just like randomly like picked me up from my chair, threw me down on the basement sofa, put the controller in my hand, and they're like, "Can you help us defeat this boss?" And they didn't even give me time to like press start because it was already starting. I was already dying and stressful being the older sister trying to carry your sisters, right? So stressful, but it was so much fun. Beat Saber, I love Beat Saber, but I don't have the console for it because that was with my ex. So sad. But Beat Saber was my favorite exercising game, music game. Like I had mods for custom songs and stuff, you know. Oh shit. There is a grammar error there. Oh my god. I still didn't fix that. So, oh my god. Oh my god, I sound like a hypocrite. I hate bad grammar, but not, I have bad grammar right there. Oh my god, hypocrite. I'm so sorry. But I promise you, I did that really late at night. Like, actually, I did this line, this other games I played line. I did it right before my debut last night. Oh my god, I still didn't fix it. Okay. Sons of the Forest. My friend really wanted me to play this with him. I am one of those people who, if you tell me to watch an anime or play a new game, I will put it off as long as possible if I don't have a interest in it already. After a week of that, my friend just bought me the game, so I was forced to play with him, and I was not prepared for that game. It like Minecraft on steroids and not cute at all. It was horrible. Like horriful. That was not English. Horrifying. I just can't. Call of Duty Zombies. It's a good stress reliever. It's such an old game. I get nightmares watching zombies, but like, it's just there. And Nikke Goddess of War, that mobile game, like, I don't know if you noticed, but like, from my VTuber, you can kind of tell that I do like jiggling bobas, right? Nikke was one of those games with jiggling bobas. I really like the game, but like I didn't start the game like interested in it. What happened was that during a Discord call, all my guy friends they were playing Nikke, and I wasn't jealous or anything. It was just like they wouldn't include me, like come on, just because I'm a girl doesn't mean I'm not one of the bros. I wanted to play, and serves them right when I got all the SSRs they couldn't get. I stopped playing though because it's just all the dailies took up too much time. It's just too time consuming. Next, plan content. Okay, so for sure, League of Legends, TFT, Minecraft. Those are definitely gonna be content for future streams, especially because they're on this gaming PC. I just have to make sure nothing lags. So, yeah. Um, 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 oh, the question marks. So the question marks mean I do want to stream, but or at least I don't have the gear to stream these games. Bang Dream Girls Band Party. That's on my cell phone, right? And how to say? I don't have the game capture thing that I need to have like to translate to the PC, right? Same thing with Pokemon, especially Pokemon Scarlet. But I do plan to get the game capture thing before the new DNC, DCL, the new download content. Should be DLC, right? DLC. I am confident, not 100% confident, but I am confident it's DLC. So when I will be getting the game catcher before the DLC comes out, because I do want to stream like my actual reactions to the DLC, because the old Pokemon are gonna come in. My childhood, my childhood. And then there's also new Pokemon that I've never seen before, because between Pokemon Black and Pokemon Scarlet, there were a few generations, right? A couple of generations at least, and I've never seen a bunch of Pokemons in those generations. So it will be fun. Please look forward to that. Yu-Gi-Oh! I could stream it, but I haven't been playing in a while. I might stream it. I don't know. We'll see. Um, next Suki. So life advice. That's definitely gonna be something, just because I have years of life experience. So life advice. It's gonna be something for TikTok, Instagram, and maybe even like in between games or during games. But a big no-no is karaoke. Okay, I promise you, you do not want to hear me sing on purpose. Like like the accidental hums, or like if I'm singing without actually like trying to show off or anything, I won't kill you. But like if I sing on purpose, your ears will bleed. You might just like unalive yourself or some shit. It's just like my singing is bad. Or at least I think it is, because my friends laugh. Well, they don't laugh in a mean way, They just like laugh in a joking kind of way. They're supportive, everything, right? But it does make you question. It just make me question how bad I sound, Especially when if like the only other thing I can like test my singing voice on is like a cell phone, or like even my own stream right now. Like I can just listen to myself sing, and I just hate the sound of my voice, especially singing. I think I could just puke. Movie or episode marathon nights. I really want to do that, but then I read the Twitch rules, and I don't want to be banned for copyright. So I will figure out something, right? We might just end up chatting or something, especially like, oh, I remember what I was gonna say with the Minecraft stuff. So, Minecraft is one of those games that gives me 3D sickness. Like on a bad day within a half an hour, on a good day within 2 hours, right? I get really bad migraines, and sometimes the migraine might happen just randomly, right? And I'll be knocked out for a whole entire day. That's bad. Or if it ever happens on a day I scheduled to stream, but I promise I will do my best to stream, whether it's just chatting or anything. So for those just chatting days, maybe we could just talk about a movie or episode, even book club up here, right? Like, I'm not sure what Twitch Twitch rules say about like showing a paragraph or a page of a book, but we can definitely do a book club somehow, especially if fan fiction is not a big like fan fiction is not copyright, so we can definitely do fan fiction if you guys are open to fan fiction. It's just I don't know if you guys are open to my ships. Like some people they are, like if you don't ship their ship, they just hate you. I don't want to be attacked for my ships, and like people get mean about it too. But like fan fiction, like, it doesn't matter what ship you ship. There's a lot of good fan fictions that expand an original world. Like example, Harry Potter. Um, Harry Potter gets a lot of shit because of She Who Will Not Be Named, and I honestly cannot believe what she says sometimes. But I am not one of those people who got into Harry Potter when it first came out. I got into it like after the last movie finished. Okay. What really got me into Harry Potter wasn't the movies, wasn't the books. It was the fandom, okay? Like fan made stuff, the fans, like even the world, the community, right? It's just there there's a lot of wholesome people there, and I do my best not to give money to official stuff because the money goes to who, but I do my best to find like really good like fan made stuff, and I buy those instead. um back to not digressing, random web surfing. So like that kind of ties in with book club because again, like I said, I like writing, right? But I forgot to mention that my favorite part of writing a novel is building characters. So I go in like balls deep when creating a character, right? I research name meanings, I research ethnic backgrounds, I research random shit that I think is useful for the character, mythology, dance moves, or like I don't know, like astrology. There's a lot of stuff that goes into building a character, and I really love building characters. Like once I'm done building characters, like and there's no more characters to build, I just like I kind of lose interest. I guess that's maybe might be why one of those reasons why I just can't finish a novel because I finished building the characters. And finally, video content. This is video content, and the reason why I'm doing a debut 2.0, no matter how awkward, how bad it is because I need more video content, right? I'm a working girl. I almost have no time to do anything else, and until I get the lag problem fixed, I might not have a lot of other stream to make content off of. So debut 2.0 is my lifesaver for the next week or so. um I'm really sorry, this is such an awkward little debut stream, very boring, but it's just I really did not think about what being a VTuber means, and I do like talking. Okay, I'm just an introvert, so I'm not good at talking. And I really hope this will help the talking. I really hope I improve as time goes on. And yeah, like I don't know what else to say. Like if there are people watching this, I am so sorry. It's just such a lousy stream. I'm sorry for all the stuttering. I'm sorry for apologizing a lot. I shouldn't be apologizing this much, my friends say, but I had fun. It's still fun. Like debut 1.0, I felt like yesterday's debut was so much better. I just can't replicate the authenticity of yesterday night's stream. And so like this one just came out worse just because it's like I can't believe I have to redo it. I can't believe I was so stupid not to have like changed that setting, right? But I really hope whoever watched this or will watch it on like future plays or something, I hope you guys enjoy it. It's just introducing myself, so there's not much to enjoy. Um, but yeah, I think that will be it for now. I don't have a stream schedule yet, just because, as I mentioned, I have to plan some stuff in advance before I kick my sisters out of the room to stream. But I do plan on having Minecraft be maybe the next stream, just because, again, oh my god, I keep forgetting. This is why I actually need to read the notes and not YOLO it. But Minecraft, I plan to do a stream on the gameplay, because the when around the time that I decided I wanted to be a VTuber, the cherry blossom biome officially came out on the game, right? Not on the beta, on the actual game. So I actually haven't played Minecraft since that update, just so I can make content on like my reactions of finding that biome, because as you can see, I cannot fake authenticity at all. All my reactions from yesterday are so slow. I can't just I'm so sorry. It's such an awkward little stream. But I will see maybe nobody next time, just like this time. But whoever is watching or will watch, I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.